Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is another review. Okay, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a JayBird, JayBird, dun 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 dun, okay, and all that goodness. All that goodness. If you have not, do not forget to like this video. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. You can also comment in the comment section below, all the way at the bottom of the video. You can hit the share button and share the video on your social media, on your Facebook and your Twitter and stuff. That is always greatly appreciated. Hit the notification button that lets you know when that new video's up. And as always, you can follow me on IG and or Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. And it's on the screen somewhere, or it is down below also where in the description box. So let's get started with these people today. Okay, so first up, we have Angela and Tony. Okay, the who have been going back and forth, for 4 years, or at least for 3 years, at least for the whole season. Like, Angela and Tony was first on season 1. Okay, this is technically season 3. Okay, and they still have not had sex. And I'm like, girl, I ain't waiting that long, and I'm getting some. Let me stop. Anyway, but yeah, so she ran around with Tommy, and she got that text last episode that they caught him. Okay, they got him. He's arrested now. So her and Tommy pull over in the middle of the night, in the heat of the night. Girl, wrong thing. Anyway, they pull up on the side of the road at nighttime. I'm like, is this safe? You should not be pulling over at night in the dark. Nowhere. Okay, nowhere. But they do. And she's like, oh, I can't believe it. I just cannot believe that, he's got locked back up again. I have to decide if I want to still deal with him, if I want to still wait with him, if I still want to do more time with him, because he's going to probably go back to jail. Why would you do more time with him? That man didn't make time for you when he was out for 2 weeks. He did not even butter your biscuit, okay? He wouldn't let you butter his biscuit. Why would you spend any more time waiting for that man to come home? He couldn't give you nothing that he would promise you for all that time. Girl, you can't be that. Let Tommy butter your biscuit. Tommy right there, okay? And, as Tommy's watching her, like, oh, it's so sad. He like, she don't deserve to be treated this way. I would treat her so much better. But she don't want to be treated better. Her standard is, I want a man from prison who young, who won't sleep with me. That's what she wants, and that's what she has, okay? And he holds her as she cries. Tommy a fool too. Look, I'm not holding you as you cry for your jailbird man. That ain't what I do. That ain't what I signed up for, your friend. I signed up to want to date you eventually, but you won't date me. Okay? So we then see, he's been arrested or whatever. So we see the producers or the camera crew, whatever, talk to him via video phone and everything. And he said, you know what? I got locked back up. So because he was locked back up, he now has a new charge. And he's probably going back to jail. He's probably already in jail for right now. Anyway, Angela, she's the love of my life. I love her. Okay, I want to be with her. I am committed to her, and I want to be with her, for a long-term time. You know what I'm saying? I want to marry her, and I don't believe in divorce. You was out and didn't show any of that. You know what? If he had showed even an ounce of that he loved her, that he wanted to be like this, hang out when she would, you wouldn't show. You should have at least, again, butter her biscuit. Okay, you kissed her, but that's it. You then ran away, and he then says he is willing to put up with Angela's antics because he now sees that she will put up with his. If girl, I said, Tony is the definition of a user, okay? He used Angela for all the time he was locked up. He then came home and made her feel like, okay, because I'm in this halfway house, I can't see too often. Everyone knows in the halfway house, you get time out. You know what I'm saying? You really, 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 really do. Okay, one of my exes, I told him when he came home years ago, he was in the halfway house, and he got time out, and we see each other every day. I'm like, girl, he don't want to be with her. He want her money, her attention, because he don't have nobody else. And I feel like when he was out, was he trying to find new women to be his pen pal when he locked up, and it didn't pan out, and all he has is Angela. Anyway, we see Angela on her way to visit him in the jail, okay, because again, he's locked up. I'm just so sick of Tony, being a piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sick of him always getting in trouble. He was going in and going out. I'm like, well, leave it alone, mama. Leave grandmama, lady of the day, okay? I'm just sick of being a good person to him, and he takes advantage of me. Well, stop letting him. You know what he doing, and you're allowing it to happen. That's just kind of crazy. I just need to talk to him. I need to find out, what really happened, and then decide if I want to be with him. I say, girl, if you're looking for an explanation, you're going to stick around. Like, at the end of the day, you should walk away. But you ain't decided on that yet, so we will see you in season 4. I hope not, because he's gonna be in there for a minute, if I believe it's just some bullshit. Or you know what? Because he was on parole or probation, maybe they'll make him to stay the rest of his time in jail, and he can get out. I don't know. We shall see. Next up, we have, the ever lovely Lacey and Shane. And I feel like that is a fake photo of Lacey. That is very much so edited. Okay, that is very much so brushed in airbrush, and just not real. Because we know that's not what her face looks like in real life. Those are not even her real lips. Okay, those fake lips are faker than her fake lips. I just can't take it. Anyway, so, Lacey and Shane was pretty easy. Shane says it's been about a week since he got back, and they haven't seen each other in a week. And so he gives her a call because, as he says, I miss her. I really, really miss her. And I say, do you? Okay. Anyway, so he calls because he says, I hope that she would choose me over her fiance. You know what I'm saying? I hope that she would choose me over John, who again is her fiance. So he calls her, and she answers, whatever. And like, we need to talk. She's like, oh, okay. Like, no, we should talk in person. Now he's calling her, and he's in the car. Now remember, they're hours away. It took her 7 hours to drive to him. Now I don't know where his daddy stayed, because he's staying with his daddy. But I'm like, come on now. Come on now. Anyway, so she said, oh, you want like a person? Okay. He says, so it's cool if I come visit you. Yes, of course. Of course you can come. Yes. And so we see that he pops up to her house or whatever. Now her kids is gone with her daddy. So she has to house us up. Because again, if he called her, she had to get prepared to get there. So, Daddy, I need you to take the kids. I got a modeling job. Because that's her modeling job. Anyway, she get there, whatever, and then, oh, I miss you. I miss you too. And then hugging and kissing and hugging in her house. And then she said the kids is gone. And then she's like, I want to have sex with him now. So I don't feel guilty. I'm gonna give it to him. I'm looking like, but John gets out in like a week. And this is my thing. You wanna mess with Shane? Cool. But ain't John coming home to be with you in that bed, and you gonna have sex with this man a week before your girl? That don't be mixing the juices. Don't do that. And her and Shane kissing and hugging and kissing all in her room. Can I give you what you need? I want to give you what you need, what you want. I'm like, it's just sex. Girl, calm down. And I wonder if it's since, has he been with anybody else in a week, since he ain't been with her or whatever. Girl, who knows? Anyway, I do not believe in cheating on your person in the house. Okay, if you're gonna cheat, go to a hotel. You should have slept with that man in that hotel room in another state. Okay? Okay? But girl, you let him come over? If a man, I just cannot. I'm like, that's your. And she like pushed him on the bed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, she really gonna give it to him in her house, in her bed. I'm like, I'm gonna assume that John can't come home there, because even though she said, you know what I'm saying, I don't feel guilty because I need to get my feelings in check before John gets home. You couldn't go to a hotel and do that? Okay. And they do it. He got a stomping in his Air Force Ones or whatever. Anyway, next we have Cheryl and Josh. Honey, crazy and crazy. So, theirs was pretty easy, but also pretty weird or whatever. So, Cheryl say she gonna stay there for about a month, okay? She gonna be there for about a month because it's easier for his parole stuff to be in whatever city he in versus going back to what she said, whatever. So, because she's in a hotel, and she's going to be there for about a month, she wants to get some utensils because she ain't got no cooking supplies and stuff like that. So they go to like a little hardware store. And he also brings up how he wants to get a phone so that he can make phone calls and not have to, I guess, we use other people's phones. So I said, okay. But I'm like, how? She said, did she quit her job? Because to be gone, like what? Like, I mean, maybe she just has that much time saved up and she could be gone for 30 days. It happens. I understand it to be that way or whatever. But I'm like, ain't she supposed to work? Who paying the bills at home? Like, what's going on? I don't understand it. Anyway, so, they in the little shop or whatever, look for pots and pans. Like, yeah, the last time I tried to rob a bank or whatever, I tried to wear this mask, but it was getting hot and foggy because I was breathing in it, and I had to put a bandana on. Anyway, he got caught. Don't really matter. So Josh then brings up, well, the last time when I was arrested as I was running from the police, okay, I stashed a stack of cash, you know what I'm saying? And I buried it deep down in the jungle. Buried it, buried it, buried it, buried it. I'm like, really? And I'm like, oh, I wonder how much he buried. He said 1,000. I'm like, 1,000? Just 1,000. So he telling Cheryl that they should go dig up this $1,000. It was a stack of 20s that he buried 6 years ago. Now he also brings up how 6 years ago it used to be like a desert, but he don't know what it is now. I say it's probably something completely different because in 6 years later, everything's different. Okay, everything. But I'm like, whatever. So she's like, well, are you sure you want, like, can we find it? Like, yeah, it's not for her. They were going to his family's reunion. And so they were driving that way, and the place where he buried it or whatever is like 5 or 10 minutes away from where they're going. So he then said, I don't think I can go to jail for, digging up the money because, I already went to jail and did my time for the crime. So any more money that I have, like, they can't send me back to jail. Like, it can't be double jeopardy. I said, you did not bring up double jeopardy for bank. Brother, please. Anyway, so they buy some shovels so they can go dig up this stuff. And I'm like, I just cannot. Girl, they're going to dig up $1,000 that he buried last month. I'm like, are y'all that hard up for cash? That you want to go unbury $1,000 that you buried 6 years ago? And I feel like if you running from the police, how deep was the ditch that you dug? I mean, because you can't. He said I buried it and I kept running about how further away, so they wouldn't catch me than that money. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, so they do give him a little minute phone or whatever, and she bring up, you can call me and we can call and text like your minutes should run out or whatever. It's unlimited minutes. He said he said even though they unlimited, don't mean we have to use them all. I'm like, what? You out of? He don't want to talk to her. He just don't. I was okay. Anyway, he brought up how when he was locked up, it was easier because she was talking and fussing and whatever. He would put the phone like, all right, I'm put the phone down. And let her talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and then he never get to listen. But now she can text him, she can call him, whatever, and he has to answer the phone because she's crazy. Anyway, I'm like, it's kind of crazy. They then get to where he say he buried his money, and it's a swamp. It went from in a desert to a swamp, and I mean a huge swamp. And so Cheryl, because he has on an ankle monitor. So he then say he can't go deep down in the jungle in the water, okay? So Cheryl has to take her shoes and her socks off and pull her pants all the way up to walk through the water. Wade in the water is what she had to do. Look at this. Again, look at this shit, okay? Again, he buried money 6 years ago, and she out there looking for it. This man... Do you see this shit? The amount, it was 6 years ago. And this fool went in there barefoot, took her shoes and socks off because she did not want to mess up her shoes and socks. But she still went into this water with the shovel, and then he said, "Fill around now and see if anything feels like a water cache." I said, it's probably so much stuff in that water that seemed like it could be a water cache, but it could be a dead toad. Okay, it could be some cow poop. It could be some human poop. It could be all kind of things. But Cheryl was in that water, and she then realized the water's too muddy, and they probably won't ever find it. I feel like not only that, someone may have found that money 5 years ago, okay, or that same day. Who knows? So she comes up out the water, whatever, and now she's upset because she said, now I smell like swamp water. Well, who told you? You went in the swamp water. You went in there, okay? I smell like swamp water. I stink now. I'm sweaty. I don't want to go to your family thing if I'm sweaty and stinky, whatever. So now she's upset. She's complaining because, again, she smells like the swamp she just crawled up out of. And, I don't, your mama already don't like me, whatever, and I don't want to be there, and they talking bad about me. Well, then why did you go in the swamp water? Anybody with clear common sense would have said the money's gone. You see all this water? We ain't gonna find it here, and it's only $1,000. Okay, that's how much it's gonna cost for me to pay for a room to clean myself from the swamp. But girl, I said whatever, And now he like, oh my gosh, she's always freaking out. She's always, having an attitude or whatever. I can't deal with her always freaking out and all these mood swings. Well, prisoner 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. That's who you decided to be with. Okay, you stuck with her. Well, until y'all break up or whatever. Anyway, I think it's some foolishness. Georgetta and Alex. I'm still mad that her mama named her Georgietta. Was it? No, girl, Glorietta. Lord, I see the wrong hold. Glorietta. It's just weird. Okay, so Glorietta, because I started up with I put Georgetta, but Glorietta and Alex. It's the night after. You know what I'm saying? It's the morning after. It was morning. And they slept the night away, okay? And it happened. And now they can't stop. But no. So they had sex. Let's just say what it is. And he like it was everything. It was wet. It was this. It was that. It was everything I wanted it to be. And I'm like, okay. And she also said it was great or whatever. But I'm like, she ain't had sex for 5 years. So I'm like, after 5 years, anything that penetrates is probably good. So, well, no, because you can probably have some bad stuff. But he was out of prison. I digress. So they're going to meet her mother. And as we've seen, her mama's a little bit different or whatever. And so, he like, okay, so like, you think it'd be cool or whatnot? And she said, just don't mention that you're Muslim. I'm like, oh, he's Muslim. Didn't know that. Didn't even think that it would be that way or whatever. We also know that she don't know that he contacted his ex-girlfriend. And he just needs to tell her that, but it is what it is. So, again, she tells him to not mention that he's Muslim because she does not want him to upset her mom. And he like, well, she asked me, what am I supposed to say? She said, well, you used to be Christian, so when she asked you to say, I was raised Christian. Don't bring up that you converted to be a Muslim. And she said, I said, man, your mama. Because your mother doesn't have to accept his religion. Like, he not with your mama at all. And you a grown ass woman. You're 34. You're damn near 40. Okay? Anyway, so I'm like, why should he have to have that? But I digress. She brings up how, because he convinced a Muslim because of his ex-girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it should matter because she's no longer in the picture. Yes, she is. He called her last night. Okay? Anyway, so they go to like a little park, whatever, to meet her mom. And her mom brought 2 dogs. I'm like, who brings dogs to meet somebody for the first time? But I guess other people. So she couldn't shake his hand because she kept on saying, oh, I can't touch you. I have dog on me. I'm looking like, did they pee on you? Because you hold them by leashes. You're not carrying the dog. Like, what do you mean by you have dog on you? Girl, okay. And then the next thing is, why bring the dogs? So they sit down and chit chat. Her mama already on some bullshit or whatever. Why were you in jail? Like, are you still hanging around the people who you were associated with back then? I'm like he just got out yesterday. He ain't had time to do anything, okay? Get him in a week or two before he only been associated with your daughter, vagina. So leave that man be. Anyway, so he said, well, I was locked up, you know what I'm saying, for burglary. And he then, so because it was my friend's house, and because my fingerprints was there, you know what I'm saying, you look like you did it, but I'm going to let that go. But he brings about he does not associate with anybody from that lifestyle before like he used to. Now, when they show the old photos of him, I guess he was a gangbanger back then or whatever. Well, not back then because he was only in jail for 2 years. But, he said, I was about that street life. I didn't want to get no regular job if I could make this kind of money. I'm saying, doing this and doing that, the fast money. Well, you see where it got you. Okay? In jail and dating Glorietta. But he do agree that, you know what I'm saying, he's not doing those things anymore. And I said, well, okay. Now, She then says, so what's your religion? I said, oh, here we go. And he paused and he said, well, I'm Muslim. And I said, okay, that's what you're supposed to do. You should never deny your religion for anybody, period. And if he would have said, well, I was raised Christian and left at that, I wouldn't have been too upset. But if she would have said, like, what are you now? He didn't, I'm happy he just said it outright. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. She then, her mama then said, oh, well, I have a problem with that. You have a problem with what? You are really on television saying that you have a problem with the man being Muslim? What? Girl, I just could not. I said, you know, at this point in time, fuck your mama, okay? Fuck your mama, because your mama's crazy. But, who says because you're a Muslim, I have an issue with that? I'm like, what issue could you have? You know, she goes on to like, well, you know, are you going to convert back to being a Christian? If y'all have kids, well, you know, would you make them be Muslim? Like, would you expect my daughter to convert? And all these other questions. And he like, I don't know. He been out one day, and I don't think him and Glorietta has not even known each other that long. It's been like a 6 7 months, so it's not like they haven't been together for 2 years or been, it's not that long. They may not be together next week. So when the mom asked, like, well, if y'all get married, would you, or if she didn't convert, would you still marry her, or would you not marry her because she won't convert? And he said, well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, oh, that's great. See what he said? See, right there. That's it, right there. So now, Glorietta's upset. Mom, I'm grown. I'm not kidding. But you're my child, okay? And look what he said. So now everyone's upset. So they all kind of leave or whatever. So Glorietta's now like, well, I'm kind of upset with Alex because I didn't know, or I didn't expect him to say, I don't know. Like, I don't want to convert. But my thing is, if you date a Muslim man, they may want you to. Like, you should at least have that in the back of your mind. And that's a question to, when someone says, I'm Muslim, okay, I'm not. Would you still be with me and marry me if I don't convert? Yes or no? And if you tell me I don't know, well then, okay, the minute you find out, let me know. Because I'm not going to convert. I'm not converting. So I want us to go into this knowing I won't convert. So I'll give you like a month or so to get that figured out. And if you feel like, you would want me to, then at that point in time, we can break up. That's what I would have done. But Glorietta is different. Anyway, Alex also brings up how they have to discuss all of this, okay? Him being Muslim, her mama not liked it, her maybe converting, maybe not wanting to. Those are all conversations that they have to have, including the one of him and his ex-girlfriend. If I was your girlfriend, okay? Her. Now, we haven't seen the ex-girlfriend just yet, but I'm pretty sure she's going to make some kind of appearance. Anyway, so next up, Amber and Vincent. So Amber and Vincent have decided to hang out. Okay, they're going to Amber's old stomping grounds. Okay, where she used to hang out and have a good time and everything. And this is a local strip club. And they also bring her friend, that girl who I swear looks like a drug addict. Okay, I think her name was Michelle. Was it Michelle? Mika? Some with Amber look real druggy. So, Amber brings up how Vincent is not like her friends. He's very, very different or whatever. And he is kind of, uptight or whatever. And again, he just doesn't fit in with her regular friends. Well, because most of your friends seem to be people of the life that he is not a part of. So, I mean, you a trafficker. Vince says how he doesn't really frequent strip clubs. So for him, he's out of his element. Strip clubs is not a regular place to hang out. And if you're not used to being there, you don't know what to do. Like, can I look? Can I not look? What am I supposed to do? So Vince, for the most part, was sitting there on his phone. He was like chick in front of him shaking ass. And he like these. Because I'm like, I don't think he knows what to do. Because as he said, he does not frequent them too often. But we see her other friends are there, and she's snapping butts and tossing money or whatever. Now, eventually, we do see Vince loosen up a little bit. He dances all up on the stripper. You know what I'm saying? The stripper's in front of him, dancing. And then Amber's behind Vincent. And she's doing a weird trafficking twerk. Okay, I don't know what it was. I felt like she was breaking her back when her ass was shaking. It was really, really, really weird or whatever. I'm like, what is she doing? But it was a different Amber. It was a different Amber, in my opinion. even though the twerk was weird, it was still she was turning up or whatever. And I'm like, because she likes vagina. So it was just like whatever. Now the female friend who I think looked like a drug addict is outside with Amber and her other friend, this black guy or whatever, and she keeps saying like, I think he has ulterior motives or whatever, it's just weird. And when Amber was asking her black friend, I don't know what his name was, like, what does he think? Like, well, I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? What's going on or whatever. She's a little weird this and weird that. I'm like, why do you keep telling everyone every single week, every episode, how things are weird? Then stop talking to him. Tell him, like, you know what? We got to stop talking because this isn't working. But you won't do that. You want to know why? Because you are the one who has an actual motive to get what you can get from him and make him want to back off from you. Okay, that's what she's trying to do. Anyway, as the drug addict friend who look like she on drugs is talking about, yeah, because his grandma called him or whatever, and when she called him, he said, I'm like, why are you telling someone else what Amber told you? That should be Amber's story. And girl, and did you just get out? Okay, first day out around these, it was just aggravating. But Vince comes out and kind of hears the little conversation. But at this point, Vince is a bit drunk, so he like, I had too much to drink. I drank too fast. Like, what's going on? The girl like, so why Amber? Why you want to be with her? He like, because, what I'm saying? Because why not her? I don't like that answer. I need more. Why are you paying any bill of Amber's? Okay, no, you're not. Are you taking care of her anyway? No, you're not. You met her in prison, and I feel like y'all not cool. I feel like they both want to be on television, and it's stupid for the friend to keep asking him the same question. He don't have no answer. Ask Amber why Vince. That's my question. Okay, if he's so weird, why hasn't she stepped off from him? People keep asking him why her because he liked her for whatever reason. I mean, girl, it is what it is. It's plenty of people in the world who will talk to a government worker for stuff. He don't have to go to prison. He just weird as hell. That's what it is. He don't know how to be around women in person. So he talks to people in jail to get more comfortable. Okay, but now that she out and she seems to be a lesbian, in my opinion, it's very, very weird. Okay, because they both want vagina. He wants vagina, so does Amber. Anyway, Vincent brings up how, he can't believe Amber, like, it just isn't saying anything with the chick, like, asking all these persistent questions or whatever. Like, this was supposed to be a fun night, and now it was like an interrogation. Amber says in her confession, like, I don't think, Vince is who he portrayed himself to be while we were talking, while I was locked up or whatever. The producers then asked her, well, are you who you portrayed yourself to be when you were locked up? And she's like, well, I told him about stuff or whatever, but, Vince also doesn't ask a lot of questions, meaning he don't know who she is and she know it, and she is a pop talking about a kettle who both boil water. Okay, y'all both some scammers. Like, you were in there for trafficking. Okay? You are a whole scammer in one way or the other. And you just mad because now he out. I mean, now that you're out, girl, I don't know. But you still there, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, lastly, we have Daniel and Lizzie. Girl, these two kids need some counseling, or they need Jesus, or they need both. Well, they do need Jesus, even if it is what it is. So they're going out to have some drinks at a little bar, and it's with a couple of friends who are gonna be there as well. I'm assuming these are Lizzie's friends who they're meeting up with. So Daniel brings up how he's having a lot of anxiety about just being out. He ain't been out that long or whatever. So he's like, everything just feels weird. I don't know what it's like to be in jail, let alone to be in jail for 2-3 years, to where you acclimate yourself to being in there. Okay, so his whole thing, like I'm saying, it's just weird or whatever. And I don't like his jeans that he has on. He still has the a shoelace belt. In prison, people use their shoelaces as their belts or whatever. He's wearing jeans and he uses shoelaces as a belt because again, he's still prison in his head or whatever. So they in a bar playing pool, having drinks, and it seemed like they're having a good time. Lizzie then says she gets a text message. She looks over. One of her exes is in the bar and saw her and Daniel and them all there shooting the show, but saw them with, wires for their mics or whatever. So Lizzie, like, oh my God, guess who's here? To her friend, like, oh, someone's my ex is over there, whatever. Of course, crazy, crazy, crazy. But Daniel realized that she keeps looking at the dude, like, he like, what's going on? Because you keep looking at him, he looking at you like, what the fuck is going on or whatever. And at first, what I'm saying, oh, well, I dated him while you were gone. So he says how while he was locked up, they broke up a few times, or whatever, and he knows that there are things that she didn't tell him while he was gone. I mean, which is very smart. They're very, very smart. Lizzie brings up how, he was her ex-boyfriend or whatever, and she used to sell drugs for him and for whoever else would do work for, whatever. And then, so when he seen them, he texted the person they used to sell for, like, hey, she here with him, like she may be snitching or whatever because they're here with camera crews. And like, I'm like, clearly it's a TV show. Clearly they're shooting a TV show. It's not like it's not like she invited you there and then said, hey, let's talk. It's not that at all. It's the weirdest girl. I was like, whatever. Anyway, Daniel not happy. He's upset. Oh, we're gonna handle this. Oh, we're gonna handle it. Because again, the guy texted her and said something like, what you doing or whatever, why y'all mic'd up, I'm saying, are you trying to play me, whatever? And she's like, this is now I'm nervous, I don't want us to get jumped. Now what's this, the mafia? Girl, I said, okay. But I'm like, clearly they're filming a TV show. Those are not cops in there giving testimony. I'm like, y'all just, girl, dumb criminals. Anyway, Daniel was like, oh, whatever, it'll get handled. He said, oh, it'll get handled. Daniel has switched to prison mode, and he's in defense. Like, okay, I'll go back for you. Period. Point blank. I don't care. No, Daniel, you just got out. No, okay. Your mom would kill me. No, he like, I don't care. Like, if something pop off, I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna handle it or whatever. I'm like, it's kind of crazy. So Lizzie brings up how Daniel doesn't know about the guys I slept with while he was in prison. Daniel then says, what I'm saying, what Daniel, if you in prison, snitches got stitches. So if they think she's snitching, like, it'll be a bad thing or whatever, and I'm ready for that or whatever. But he also brings up how while he was gone, he assumed that she slept with people. But she didn't tell me about it or whatever. Clearly, she did not. So they then decided to leave the bar because again, she's nervous. He's pissed off. He wants to fight somebody, whatever. So they decided to leave. Now they outside in the cold, yelling and fussing and arguing because she says how she does not want him to get involved, whatever. And he wants to fight the people who texted her and got there. So they're arguing about that because he like, I don't care. It's not your stuff to handle, Daniel. It doesn't involve you. He's like, if it involves you, it involves me. That's my past. I don't want them around me, around you. I don't want that. I'm done with that. I'm done. Damn it, Daniel. I'm like, girl, come on. Damn, Daniel was what she should have said, but she did not. But, again, he like, I feel like she isn't telling me something, and that's why I don't. I feel like she isn't telling me something, and that's why she doesn't want me involved, which is true. He like, if I get involved, she has to tell me what happened, and she does not want to tell me things. Again, there are things that she don't tell me. Like, I did not know that she was selling drugs for anybody. I didn't know that. And I'm like, that's a big-ass secret. Anyway, they get home or whatever, and they, like, in the basement talking, but they really wasn't. She's nervous to tell them what she's been. The fact that she said he doesn't know about the guys I slept with while he was away. I feel like she was out here, having a good old time. Okay, and she doesn't want him to feel like she was out here being a slut, basically. Because at one point he asked her, like, when was you and old boy talking? Because again, we were talking offline or whatever. Oh, it was in August, no June, no July. I'm like, girl, what's up? He said, oh, so around the time that you were talking back to me. She's like, well, yeah. Lizzie was out here living her best life with Daniel locked up. But again, I don't fault her. She knew that boy for a week. And he went and did 3 years in jail. I don't think it's crazy to think that she was out here live my best life. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't going back over nobody. It is what it is. So he brings up how being locked up, I didn't worry about what she was doing. I knew she was doing things, but I didn't worry about what it was because, again, I could not do anything about it I couldn't change, so I did not want to worry about anything that I could not change. He's like, but I'm out now. You know what I'm saying? I want her to be honest. And I'm like, well, she ain't gonna be honest or whatever. Because she didn't tell him anything, you know. We know each other. Well, yeah, but you know things about me, and I know things about you, but you know, there are things we don't know. Girl, just tell him. The dude out here thotting and bopping, thotting and bopping. If you were thotting and bopping, it's okay. It's okay. If you were what, 18 to 21 at the time or whatever, I'm not surprised that you was thotting and bopping in these streets at all. But you can't make it seem as if he crazy to want to know what he getting himself into. Again, if we go to a bar, he said, if we go to a bar, I should know if we have issue with this person over here. I should know that, and I completely agree. Anyway, that was the whole episode, okay? So, I will talk to y'all next time. Please don't forget to like this video, comment in the comment section, and share it. Until next time, peace.